Hey, how's it going? I hope you are finding these videos very useful for your life. There is, again, that printout that you'll see, and it's something that you can put on your fridge that you can relate to anytime. So it covers all the different videos, all the different letters in mindset. So the 7 letters. And what today's video is all about, I got a little sidetracked, is the S in mindset. So far we've looked at the M being the miracle that we are, the I, our interpretation. What am I making this mean? Or what story am I making up? This one comes across extremely useful when you're in conversations with people, when you feel an argument coming on. Look at, what am I understanding? What's actually happening here? What am I making up? What story am I making up? So that's the I in mindset. The N was all about that nutrition, that food that goes in our mouth. Drinking enough water, eating the foods that fuel our body, that make us feel good, not just in the moment, but long term. D, the drive and determination. Why do we want something? What drives us forward? How do we keep pushing day in and day out? How do we learn to take rests along the way, take breaks along the way? The S, here we are, social beings. We are social beings. We thrive on being connected to other people. Even if you are an introvert, that just means that you re-energize in private, but you still need those connections. You still want to be a part of something, have that sense of belonging. If we look back to hunter-gatherer societies, ancient societies, if you weren't part of the tribe, then you were at an intense risk of being eaten by a lion, a tiger, or a bear. Does that still happen in our current society? No, we're not faced with all these imminent dangers, but our brain still believes that exact same thing. So whether danger is real or whether it's imagined, our brain is going to process it the same way. And that's why we want to be socially connected, because our brain is trying to protect us. It wants us to avoid being lonely. It wants to avoid being sad. It wants to avoid being depressed. It wants to be connected socially. It wants to feel to be a part of something bigger than itself. You want to always feel connected to the universe at large, to people. And that's why this time right now, this COVID-19 time, if you're watching this during that time, is challenging for a lot of us. It's challenging because we're being asked to socially distance ourselves. Well, here's the thing. Social distancing and physical distancing are 2 very different things. Physical distancing meaning the person closest to me is 6 feet away, so there's that space. Social distancing is more so staying connected to people without being physically beside them. So we have the power of technology. Who can stop you from picking up the phone and calling your grandma or your grandpa or your cousin that now lives in Europe, or maybe your best friend that moved to Africa 15 years ago? Staying connected is so incredibly important. We can do Zoom calls, we can do video calls, we can send letters in the mail. Or how about this? How about we just stay socially connected to one another by opening the door for somebody and saying thank you and really just connecting with people. This verbal interaction between you and I right now, even though I can't physically reach out and touch you, nor can you physically reach out and touch me, we are socially connected. We are vibrationally connected. We are having a energetic exchange. And that happens through a modality of ways. There's lots of ways we can stay socially connected. So the biggest question that I have for you, and part of this video, is how can I impact others today? How can I make a difference in someone's life today? And that's literally as simple as holding the door open, saying thank you, and then taking 2 seconds of gratitude to say, I wish you well. It's as simple as that. Pick up the phone, make a phone call, write out a letter to somebody, put it in the mail. The mail is still going. You can still send handwritten letters out to people and stay socially connected. Just because we can't be physically beside one another doesn't mean that we can't stay connected. We are human beings, not human doings, okay? Quite often what happens when we live our daily lives in this social isolation time, and even then, be mindful of your words, of this social distancing time or physical distancing time, we tend to be human doers. Do. That's funny. But rather, let's aim to be social beings, human beings that need that connection, that need that connection to feel and maintain equilibrium in our lives. So again, ask yourself this question: how can I make a difference in someone else's life today? What simple thing that costs nothing can I do that will impact somebody else?